Hey everyone, it's Brian here, and I just wanted to let you know about my new podcast I'm about to launch, just to tell you what it's about. So I've started this podcast, and I've been thinking about doing a podcast for a few years now, ever since I started listening to them. And I've been a guest on a few podcasts, but thought I'd give hosting one a shot. And I enjoy listening to a movie podcast called The Rewatchables. And that's a good one if you want to check that out. So you know me, you know that I love movies, and I always have, and they come second, really, only to books for me. And I'll always watch a movie over a TV show every time. Although I do like TV as well, but movies is where it's at for me. When I was a teen, I started reading film reviews, and I had a copy of this book called Leonard Maltin's Ultimate Movie Guide, which basically had like every Hollywood film ever made reviewed by this one guy. Just really short reviews. It was a really thick book, and it was released every year. There'd be a new edition, so I'd go and get it, and I'd just sit there and read film reviews for films that I'd seen. Randomly pick a film, read the review, be like, "Oh, that sounds good," and go and rent it from the video store. This was like back in the '90s, of course. Then I started writing my own short film reviews in around maybe 2005 or so, and I would just share them on the website, RottenTomatoes.com. Then it was around 2012, I decided to give blogging a go, and I launched my first film review blog called An Aussie Goes Hollywood. At the time, I was going to the movies a lot. This was, pre-children, so I had more time on my hands, and I would review every new movie that I'd see. Once I wasn't able to go to the cinema as much, I started reviewing some older films, and then the blog kind of grew, and I created all these sections like franchise favorites, my top 10, spotlight, all that sort of stuff. And the blogs continued to grow. And I come back to it every now and then, when I've got the time. I've even done some freelance film reviewing for a website called Fiction File. So that was cool to get paid for writing some film reviews a few years back. But now I thought it's time to take it up a notch and do a podcast. So it's called My Movie Story. And it's all about speaking to everyday people about their three special films. Those three films being their number one all-time favorite movie, the film that changed them or their life or their perspective on the world or on people. So something that was just profoundly life-changing. And then the third film is the film they think everyone needs to see at least once in their life. So one of those like classic masterpieces or something completely original. It's like, you need to see this movie, right? So I've already got a few interviews recorded and in the can. And the podcast is going to launch on Monday, the 31st of July. So I'll be releasing one episode a week on a Monday night, and I'll upload those to YouTube, and I'll share the link on the Facebook page. So if the podcast does well, I'm hoping to release an audio version of the episodes to, say, Spotify or some other podcast platform. I've got to work out all the sort of legalities and that sort of thing. So I will be on the lookout for more guests coming up in the next few weeks. So if you're interested, look out for those announcements on how you can get involved. And I'd love for you to just follow and like this page, share it with other people. Check out the podcast when it launches on Monday, 31st of July. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be sharing some sneak peeks of some of the interviews that have already been done here, just to give you a bit of a taste of what the podcast will be like. So My Movie Story launching Monday, 31st of July. Please check it out. Thanks, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.